This is without a doubt the laziest way to start dropshipping in 2025 because you don't need a website, you don't need to pay for any ads, you don't even need to order the items yourself. And in this video, I'm going to show you step by step exactly how to do it. Okay, so you want to start by heading over here to ebay.com because this is where you're actually going to be dropshipping your items onto. Now, eBay is a fantastic place for beginners to start dropshipping and, for that matter, experienced sellers to dropship as well because it is such an easy marketplace to work with. There are a ton of customers on here looking for items to buy. A lot of them don't shop around. They're not pricing comparing to other websites. So it's very, very good for drop shipping, and just a lot of the policies and the way it's set up just make it very, very easy. Now, just to give you an idea of how this works, here's a product I found here on eBay. Take a look at this. So you can see the title for it right here. It says patio furniture set with 2 swivel chairs and a table. And you can see all the pictures of it, right? Now, what's interesting about this is that this item can be bought for significantly less money here on Walmart.com. So what this person is doing is drop shipping, the exact thing I'm going to show you. They took everything here from Walmart and they put it into some software that was able to then list it onto eBay for them automatically, brings in all the photos. They were changing up the title a bit, increased the price of it, the same description. And you see that they sold this item 19 times. So just by this simple system, they're making money, and this obviously isn't their only item. So they're making money every single day with this just by taking items from website like Walmart or from Amazon and putting them on eBay for sale and then ordering them from Walmart and having them shipped to the customer. And as I'm going to show you in a few minutes, there's a very lazy way to do this that makes listing the items very easy and will actually automatically order them for you as well. But first, we have to get set up with all of this. So head on over here to ebay.com and click on the top left here where it says register if you don't have an eBay account already. Now, once on this page, you'll want to select, if you have the option, a business account. If you don't, no big deal, but if you do have it, it does tend to be better. eBay does tend to give you higher limits with a business account, and there are some additional benefits that are included with that as well, and it doesn't cost anything extra. I'm not sure why they make such a distinction between the two. I think they should just have one that's basically a business account, but hey, it is what it is. Sign up for a business account if you got it. I'm not going to walk you through all the steps because it's fairly straightforward. They're just going to ask you information about who you are. That's required because they're dealing with money. That's required by the government. Anytime, an institution like this is going to be holding money for you because of the sales you're getting. So you do have to give them all of that information. But once you get it all set up, don't do anything else because I'm going to show you what it is that you're going to be doing next. And the thing you are going to be doing next is finding products to sell. So this is the number one thing that you really have to nail when it comes to dropshipping is the product research. Pretty obvious, right? This means you want to find products that other people are already selling well on eBay. What you don't want to do is you don't want to try to introduce new items or new types of items to the marketplace that don't have any sort of validation behind them yet. You don't want to try to be guessing what customers want when you already have information that's going to tell you exactly what customers want to buy. And so for that, I use this software. It's called Zeek Analytics. Now, there is a lot that this software can do to help you find products. I could spend probably like 2 hours at least showing you all the features of it. So what I'll just do in this video is I'll highlight some of the easier to use, kind of like the lazier features of Zeek that basically find items for you that are very popular. Because again, we're trying to do this as lazy as possible. So what I like is right when you log into the dashboard, you can actually see trending eBay products right here. And you don't have to do anything else. You don't have to set any sort of filters or parameters. It's literally all right here. So for instance, we see right here that whatever this cable is has sold 3 times in the past 7 days, 34 times in total. And you can source this from Amazon. And if you do, you'll get a profit of about $23.60. So not too bad every time you sell this. Then we have like this fruit bowl right here that is sold 4 times in the past week for about a $6 profit. And again, you can find it right here by clicking on Amazon. So that's cool. It's always nice to go in there. But honestly, one of my favorite features is this one on the left, these two right here. This first one is the trending dropshippers section. So I like looking at this every day, just kind of get some inspiration. You always can see other people who are dropshipping on eBay and how well they're doing. So for instance, this seller is doing about $66,000 a month in sales. This one's doing $38,000. And what's really cool is that you can click on this button and it'll actually analyze their store and give you all of the information about their most popular products. So for instance, if we look at this seller's store right here, I scanned them and we can see here at the top that Zeke was able to identify for us that yes, they are a dropshipper. That's what this logo means. And that they dropship from both Amazon and Walmart. Now that doesn't matter to me so much. You'll see why in a moment. But it is nice to just be able to get that information to get a better idea of the person that you're looking at, their store. So coming over here, we can also see that they've done about $38,000 a month in sales. Quite frankly, I don't care too much about the information here at the top. What I care more about is down here, because this actually shows you the products that they're selling and how well they're doing. So in the past 30 days, their most popular product is this one, this Christmas tree storage bag. And this is sold 60 times in the past 30 days. Now what's really cool is that Zeke also breaks down for you how much it's been selling in the past 14 and 7 days. And this is the only software out there that I have found that actually does this. And this is more important than you actually think. The more data you have, the more informed you can be about the popularity of that item. So for instance, if I saw that this item has sold 60 times in the past 30 days, but hadn't sold at all in the last 14 or 7 days, well, that tells me that, yeah, it may have been popular 3 weeks ago, but it's not popular anymore. But this one is still selling, not as strongly, but it is still selling. This one's even better though. This one's sold 34 times in the past month, and 15 of those have been in the past week alone. So that's really, really strong right there. So what you can do now is when you find a good product like that, that's popular and selling right now and is continuing to sell, you can go over to your supplier's website, no matter what supplier you want to use, and you search for that item. Now, the trick here is we're not looking for the exact same thing. Trying to find the exact same product is, one, sometimes difficult, but two, it also means that you're going to be competing with the person that is already selling it. Instead, what you want to do is you want to find a similar product. That way you can introduce pretty much the same product, but it's different enough that you're going to get some of the sales that this person is getting. So in this case, I can come over here to Walmart and I can search for Christmas tree, what is this? Christmas tree box, bag, storage. Christmas tree storage. And what I look for here are any products that, one, have great reviews, two, they have to be sold and shipped by Walmart themselves. And I'll explain more about that in a second. And then as long as I find a bunch that fit those two criteria, I then look for the cheapest one of that bunch. So coming right here, we see the top two results right here. We see that both of these have pretty good reviews. This one has 257 reviews, almost full stars. This one's a little bit less with a bit of a fewer reviews, right? But this one's a lot cheaper. Now, both of these you'll see say Save with Walmart Plus or W Plus. And what that means is that that is being sold and shipped by Walmart. Walmart, most people don't know this, is also a marketplace. So third-party sellers can sell on it. I avoid those items because I like to deal directly with Walmart. So for instance, this one right here, you can see there's no free shipping. It doesn't have the Walmart Plus logo. It has a bit of a longer shipping time. Lots of problems with that. So I just avoid that product entirely. So we found two good ones right here. We're not super worried about the price yet. Here's another one actually right here. Again, not worried about the price. I'm just trying to identify a bunch of these. Yeah, there's a ton of them that are, this one's actually not shipped by Walmart, so ignore that one. Yeah, I see a bunch of them up there at the top. So then at this point, I'd just be looking for the cheapest one possible, which is probably this one at $15.99. Although this one's not far off at $16.89. Let's see if we can find something a little bit cheaper here, though. I think those might be the winners right there. This one's cheaper, but it's not sold by Walmart. Yeah, so I think I'm happy with those two. And what I would actually do is I would actually list both of these both of these ones into my store, because you see they are a bit different, right? This one doesn't have wheels, this one does. These are two different colors. And the cool thing about drop shipping is that there's no harm in listing up multiple of the same kinds of items. If it turns out that this is the winner and this one doesn't sell, well, who cares? It's not like you had to buy all this inventory and you're now sitting on it and you've wasted all that money. That's not the case with drop shipping. You list an item, it doesn't sell, who cares, right? You can just delete it from your store. Another trick though, if you're really stuck between a few of them, is look at the product that you found on Zeek and find one that's as close as possible. So this one doesn't have wheels, it's just a soft bag, but it is green. So that's not very helpful because it's very similar to this one, but just not the same color. So again, in this case, I would just list up both of these for sale. And then you can go ahead and do the same thing over again for all of these products. So I can now look for this one on Walmart using that same system, all of these products. And once I do that, I can return back to the Zeek dashboard and scan other dropshippers' stores. And that's the primary way that I do this, by looking at competitors on eBay who are also dropshipping and taking a look at all of their successful products. Now I'll show you the last sort of product research tool that's on the dashboard here. But like I said, there are a ton of other ones in here, from product research tools to explorers. There's a whole bunch in here. And actually what I'll do for you guys is I've put together a little guide that covers all of the software that I recommend for dropshipping. And I go in depth a little bit more into how the software works. And there's also links to the software that will get you a free or like $1 trial. So if you want that free guide, that will be the first link in the description down below. Inside of that is a link to Zeek that will get you a $1 or free trial. And there's also links to the next software I'm going to show you in a couple minutes. But anyway, this is the last feature on the dashboard. It's trending eBay niches. So you can come in here, you can click on any of these categories and see what are the most popular products in that category. So for instance, right now, portable car vacuums are very popular. So if I go ahead and click on that, that will then open up and scan through that entire category and give me an idea of which of these are the most popular. All right, so here we go. So coming down again, you'll see a very similar screen to what we looked at before. And you can see what the most popular car vacuums look like. And then what I would do is head on over to like Walmart, whatever supplier I want to use. In this case is Walmart. And I'll search for car vacuum, right? And what I'll look for are ones that look as similar as possible to the ones that I see most often. So here on the top results, I see 3 of them that look very, very similar, right? So I'd be looking for ones that look like that, but again, that fit my other criteria. Shipped and sold by Walmart, good reviews, and the cheapest one of that bunch. So it could be this one. I'm not going to spend a lot of time going through this because I just showed you how to do that process. So that's how I use Zeek to find the products. Let me show you how to actually list them now using another software. So go ahead and list up one of these. Let's go ahead and list up this blue one right here. So what I would do is when you find the product you want to sell, you want to go ahead and copy down the URL. Then this software right here, AutoDS, this is what I use to actually list products, and it will do a whole lot more for you, as you're going to see in a minute. And this is also included in that guide I mentioned before at the first link in the description down below. So I've logged into AutoDS. I've already got it all set up. And if I want to go ahead and add a product now, I'll click on the left where it says Add Single Product. And I'll choose my eBay store. And now I'll just paste in my URL and click on the orange button. That's going to grab everything from Walmart and bring it in here. So we can now change it up if we want to. So for instance, the title right here, I usually spend a few minutes changing that up and optimizing it. You can spend time doing that. But it will do a lot of the heavy lifting for you. So it automatically chooses a category. It automatically chooses a shipping method and adds tags. Probably most importantly, down here, it also turns on these monitors, stock monitoring. That means that if I list this item and Walmart goes out of stock, well, it will automatically go out of stock in my eBay store. Same thing with the price. That's what price monitoring means. If this goes up in price, the item will automatically go up in price in my eBay store and vice versa. And auto ordering, which means that if a customer orders this from me on eBay, AutoDS will actually order it from Walmart for me, enter in the buyer shipping address, and have it shipped directly to my customer. And then you can actually see all your orders over here. I'll show you that. But let's first finish this so I can show you how this actually lists items. So it also brings in the description. It will bring in any variations. So if this is available in different colors, all the images. So it really does all of the heavy lifting for you. Once you're good and want to list the item, you can click on Save and Import, and that will then be live in your eBay store. And you can see all of your products here on the left as well. There's none in this demo account that I have. But if I switch to this, yeah, you can see like this is what it will look like when you have all of your products in here. You can just take a look at them and edit them as much as you want. And then when you get orders, you can see all of your orders in here as well. So it's kind of like all in one. It makes it very, very easy to actually manage your entire store from this one dashboard. So this is, in terms of automation, the laziest way to start dropshipping on eBay. So there you go. That's a quick overview of how you can get started dropshipping on eBay the lazy way. Again, if you want more help with this, make sure to download my free guide. It will be the first link in the description down below. So download that and enjoy. See you next time.